My name is Mdot. The crew is EMS. Boston's the city. Shout outs to Dee-Poise, JC, DJ Buka. You know what I'm saying? Side hustle worldwide. Let's go!
For people who've been living up under a hip hop rock, man, tell the people who might not know about you a little bit about Mdot.
Yeah, man. You know, I've been doing music for a long time. MC, you know, I don't know, man, too many years, you know, and probably since like 2003 is when I started, like, you know, taking it more serious. And yeah, I'm from Boston. I've toured Ohio before, so shout out to all my Ohio people. And you know, my daughter was just crying, so my girl took her in the other room. But yeah, so yeah, I love doing music, man. I've emceed a long part of my life, and you know, I'm a little disappointed with this whole COVID thing, but at least we're healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are suffering right now, so I can't complain about not touring. You know, but yeah, I've done music for a long time, MCing. I'm from Boston. My crew is EMS, and yeah, man, there's still people who don't know me, and I like that. That's motivation, you know.
Can I say something real quick? Although it's February, our birthdays are a day apart, so I want to wish you a happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday to you too.
Mine's is the 12th.
So oh wow!
And yours the 13th.
So Capricorns are the best. I'm not just saying that. I swear to God. Like,
I read it in the Bible.
No, it's proven. No, it's not like the best. I don't mean it like that. So I should rephrase. Capricorns. So a lot of the time in school, like January babies, they're more advanced with a lot of stuff. Not advanced with smarts, just meaning like with sports and like picking up stuff because they're started earlier in January. I don't know what the reason is, but that's what I was reading.
We're just the best. That's it.
There's a good energy with Capricorns, you know?
Yes. They know.
Look at them too. Dominique Wilkins is born on January 12th. I know that because I was tripping. Like, I'm a day apart from Dominique Wilkins when I was a little kid. I had the basketball card, you know?
Okay.
Yo, you played basketball, right?
I did. It was a long time ago. I'm not good anymore.
Ride the bike, man. You won't forget how to ball. Come on now.
I was like to the rack player, like all to the rack. You know what I mean? And when you lose that step, ask Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was for real. You know what I mean? Like Allen Iverson, man, his career ended like that. Dog. He was on Memphis and it was over. He never played a game on Memphis. You remember? You know, and he also couldn't accept the role. But think about it. Vince Carter adjusted his whole game to last 30 years. You know what I mean? Like, and I was never really a shooter. You know, so now forget about it. So my form is terrible. But I played college ball. I played with Big Pat, who came with me and met Buka. Shout out to Pat Reardon, 6'10", my homie. That's when I first met Jay Rawls. Shout out to Jay Rawls. But yeah, I was in Ohio and we went over to Jay's crib and we kicked it with Buka. Shout out to D. LaRue, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that.
I was gonna ask you that too.
Yeah, how y'all link
to it? Yeah, so I think I met you, Buka, through Dominique, right?
Yeah, facts. I used to manage Dominique LaRue, and I used to manage Dominique LaRue. Yeah, a little something. That, you know, nothing to brag about it, man. But you know, we did a little something. So, but
Dominique,
we met some good people through her. We met Mdot, and Mdot was coming to Ohio. I was doing a radio show then, but you know, I didn't do it like this. Like, you know, I stick to my roots, DJing, you know, sample beats, mixing, scratching, all that stuff. But Mdot came to the crib with the big homie, Big Pat. You know,
6'10". Gets a duck under the doorway and stuff. You know?
Yeah, big Pat. Yeah,
I played college ball with him. Yep.
Yeah, wow. And then we just linked, man. Mdot was good people, and we stayed in touch ever since, man. And just
So let me say this is you know, like when y'all asking me what, you know, my, you know, like who I am and stuff, My daughter's fine, by the way. She was just crying because she wanted me to go in there and play with her, and I'm gonna kick it with her after. But we've had plenty of time, during lockdown because I'm home with her all day, every day. I have 3 kids, and my youngest, you know what I'm saying? We've actually seen her. It's been really a blessing to have this extra time with her because she like, the full process of going from 3 to 4 we saw during this whole lockdown, which is a big, fundamentally sound time, like a formidable year in her life,
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyways, long story short is, everything I'm built off of is making good relationships, not burning bridges. No matter what I've done, there's always more to do. No matter who I've worked with, there's always more, more people that I can work with. And when I originally connected with Dee LaRue, she connected me with Buka, and Buka and Dee LaRue connected me with Jay Rawls. And this is a long time ago, man. Maybe 10 years ago, 9 years ago, a long time ago. I gotta look at the old pictures, but at the time I'd done a couple things, but to work with Jay was a big deal for me, and he welcomed me in the studio off the strength of Buka. You know what I mean? And that was really cool to me. I got those albums. I got the Black Star album still, and I remember that vividly. So like the fact that they messed with me, I'll never forget that, And now we've come to work with High Tech and Pete Rock and all these people, but like it always sticks out to me, people that messed with me before we did anything. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So like without any money, just on some real like genuine stuff. So that's the best advice I tell everybody. Not that I'm looking to give out, like, I'm not, saying that I'm like Mr. Wisdom, drop gems, but not burning any bridges, treating everybody right, and being sincere with people, and being, that goes a long way. And they were good to me, and I'll always look out for Buka. He was just in Boston, you know what I'm saying? And I made sure that we saw each other and we kicked it,
Okay.
All right. I told him we went digging, and you bought me dinner. So shout
That's
out
nothing.
To that real quick. I know she got a question, but I just want to jump real quick one time, JC, because he mentioned it. So you said you worked with Jay Rawls and High Tech and Marley Marl and Large Professor and Method Man. I mean, you worked with a lot of heavy hitters, man, and to be independent. Like, how does that make you feel, and how did some of those relationships come about?
Yeah, the cool part is, like I said, and I'm not just saying this, like, I got 3 kids. I've been on a couple labels, but I don't have like a budget. Like, I don't have, like, those people that, when it gets to that many people, those are people you have to have somewhat of a relationship with, or respect from, or a connection to. Method Man doesn't do features, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, and I just to give you the quick example is my homie, the producer. I did the record with him. He added me on the track with Method Man, and he added Dee LaRue on the track too. You know what I mean? And he had a relationship with Method Man because he was working in California, and Method Man was working on a movie. They connected and they did the track, and then he added me on that because this producer, when you want to go crazy, I tell the story to everybody, so I don't want to beat a dead horse, but this producer, DC Soul Plus Mine, was like a fan when I was on MySpace, and he hit me up like, yo, can we work together? This is like 15 years ago. And I'm like, I got you. We did a record. I pushed the record. I got it on 2 Dee-Poise. I got it on all the sites. I worked hard. I pushed the record. I went to Cali. I invited him to a music video. He came to the music video. He's like, I'll never forget this. Like, this is when he hadn't done anything. And then when he got on, like, at least on enough where he's working with Method Man, he reached back and he was like, do you want to get on this song? So think about that. You know what I mean? Like, so, and instead of me story and being like, Method Man, like, he messed with me. That's why, no, man. It's because of DC, and DC then sent it to them for the approval. You know what I'm saying? The high tech thing, Revelation had a relationship with High Tech, and it was game over. He got that beat for me like 7-8 years ago. I sat on it, and then Pete Rock, we met on tour in Switzerland. When you're meeting an artist on tour, they're obviously going to take you more serious if you're on the road than just some dude emailing them or messaging them on Facebook or something, Large Pro I met at the halftime cipher for halftime radio in New York by Eclipse, the finale. And they were playing the beats, I'm sorry, I'm getting over garrulous here talking, but I got to tell you this one. They're playing the beats in the room. Lodge Pro, Marco Polo, Evil D. It was like an all-star lineup. You know, Vinny Paz, OC, Apathy, Chris Rivers, everybody, man. That, you know who was there? That dude who blew up from Canada, Morlock Dilemma. Like this before he blew up. He didn't even rap on the show. Master Ace, that's the Master Ace, Mortal Technique, everybody. It was the last show at Halftime Radio in New York. So they had the producers making the beats and the rappers go in the studio and they cipher. You know what I'm saying? So when I got my turn, I went after Craig G. When I got my, and which is hard to go after because Craig will freestyle for like 28 hours straight. Really, you know? And
yes, he will.
I dropped some of my best verses I've ever had, and I was like, you know, completely, obviously sober. I was clear-minded, and man, Lodge Pro happened to plug in, making the beats the same time I was rapping. So I never forget when I walked out the studio. C-Ray Walls was like, yo, Lodge Pro, you gotta give this dude that beat, you know. And Chris Rivers was jumping on my back. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like, man, I'm like giving like, for me, like I'm trying to have like the verse of the century. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm with all these dudes. I was nervous, and then sure enough, I messaged Lodge Pro for like a year straight, and then finally a year later, he messaged me, and he was like, "Yo, I got you. Check your email." Boom. Swear to God, man, he sent me 3 beats, like nothing. You know, so, but like it took a year, and it took all that. You know what I'm saying? And then my man Nutso, you know, put a bug in his ear, like, yo, that's my man. And Nutso and him from Queens, they're friends. So, you know, like hard work, persistent.
How quick your friends turn as soon as you ain't popping. Now they name dropping. These dudes are lame. Stop it. Get your brain stomped in with that nonsense. No conscience. Stomp them out at my concerts. Then sell them some merch. Your girl's cute, homie. Eyeing me a hell of a flirt. Yeah, I'm rude. You can tell I'm a jerk. Pissed off every rap song. How you selling that work? Articulate. Think of something more clever. The flow's cold like no jacket in some poor weather. Make your bones shiver. The mind of a tone setter. The grind of a go-getter. My climate was prophetic. I predicted it. Was scoping it out. These doubters open their mouth. Can't talk though. With a shit raps. That's something that don't live here. No debate or split ears. A pit bone, no clip ears. And I'm ready to chew. These rappers are steel, skunk beer, Peppy the Pew. Yeah, I'm certain of it. These new rappers are the soft type. And I'm seeing red like I'm sitting at a stoplight. It's go time, homie. You bitter? Cause you got no shine, homie. But don't blame me, cause you didn't really work enough. Matter of fact, your skills suck, man. You ain't no real thugs. Those type of cats don't speak out. Just put holes in your bone tissue that you leak out. I've been dope, been respected, man, I've been ill. You say you've been famous, why your pockets got that lit still? Tired of the lies, don't admire these guys. What you hear on the radio, Illuminati, they trying to disguise. I ain't afraid though to voice what I feel, right? Don't need a gag, cut them bats, ropes and
Lodge Professor, you know, Illmatic. Oh, you know.
So was there any point in time that you got discouraged about reaching out to him or any other person?
Never. Like if they don't respond, that's more fuel, and it's I don't take that personal. It's on me. I didn't work hard enough. I'm not on their radar enough. Like I need them to like go somewhere and see me and then be like, I'm gonna hit this dude up. I need to come across their radar where they're like, yo, I have a message from this dude that I need to return. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's on me. It's on me. Like nobody owes me anything. I'm telling you, I live by that. I've been ignored my whole life, you know? So, and all that it takes is people just listen to the music. And if I get that opportunity, I feel like it's undeniable. At least that it's good music. It might not be for you, but at least that it's good music, you know?
Okay. So I know you have a bachelor's degree in English. Can you see yourself being a professor or anything, like a hip-hop professor?
Wow. Man, I have to call Jay Rawls, right? You know, like, you know?
That's your man.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Shoot, man. Maybe, you know, like takes a lot of work, a lot of patience, but I can see that. Like, I definitely need to look into another job skill other than just MCing and doing side jobs and stuff. So, But I would love that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, since they're putting it in the universities now, I think it's something that what's his name? Kendrick Lamar. He's a study inside of a university. Like you said, Jay Rawls.
Yeah.
Bun B.
Ninth Wonder.
Yeah.
Ninth Wonder.
That's who I need a beat from. I want to put that in the air. It's like the only producer, maybe one of 2 or 3 producers I want to work with. I don't know Ninth at all, dog. I want to work with him for sure. Like I want to do a record with Ninth Wonder. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
what about the Beat Nuts?
Like
you and the Beat Nuts would be sick.
I'm good friends with good friends. I'm good friends with Juju. I'm good friends with Juju. Like he and I'm good friends with Psycho too. Not good friend. Like I just met Juju.
Right.
Like I put out the new video with High Tech and Juju messaged me and he was loving it. So I understand these are like superheroes for me. You know, so the Beat Nuts. Beat Nuts, Juju produced Dream Shatterer for Pun. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know, man. Listen. So but speaking of all that, and you mentioned like during this downtime, besides spending time with your daughter, because you tour a lot. I mean, like you're like overseas. I was telling them like overseas, like you're the man. Like you're huge, and then you have some stuff lined up before COVID. And like,
I was in Europe. I was in Germany. I was in Germany during COVID with the Beat Nuts. Wow. You know,
so
headlining your first tour, right?
No, well, I mean, I've headlined a couple, but like, you know, this one was going really well, and we had sold out a show. We had just dropped the song with Pete Rock, so our momentum was really like, you know, and you know, just destroy and rebuild. We had to come home from Germany, you know. But,
okay, so what is better for you, performing in the States or performing overseas?
I love going to Europe. You know, I wish that over here, it's not like everybody thinks that it's like a greener pasture necessarily, because they have their own rappers now. France has their own rap market. Germany has their own rap market. They have their own trap scene. You know what I'm saying? So I've only been able to go there consistently because of the relationship I've built and nurtured. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this bum ass old legends who burn their bridges there, who show up drunk, don't know their words, break stuff. You know what I mean? Are belligerent, like don't even take it seriously, and they don't bring them back. You know what I'm saying? So every second there is a luxury for me that they're flying me and putting me up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I like it in Europe because it's a privilege. Over here, it's dope, but I think I would be better set at my genre to tour with somebody like Method Man and Redman, like that caliber, so that I know that there's that type of audience there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so unless I got bigger here, then maybe I could do it here. But I feel like it's oversaturated. If I did a show here, I feel like 90% of the crowd, if there is a crowd, would be rappers. You know?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Days are all the same.
Yeah.
So, after this whole COVID thing blows over, what do you plan on doing to change the cycle?
Great question. Man, I'm on my phone too much. My daughter said to me last month, put down your phone, daddy, and it's like, I'm like, she's right. I'm emailing, I'm setting up stuff. You know what I mean? I'm messaging. I'm always like thinking, let's work. I'm not just scrolling, but I find myself scrolling when I'm intermittently writing people an email, waiting for them to respond. We're becoming robots, like I have like a nice weight off my shoulders when I step away from my phone, So, but it's too much. It's too much. We're like attached to it, We're like head down. You know what I mean? So how I can change it is changing myself. I need to be better at it, So electronics, man, but it's so easy. You know what I mean? Like I can message, Juju and show him a song like that. You know what I mean? And be in another part of the world. So I love that aspect of it. But it's we can abuse it too, you know. So starting with me, I need to be better with being on my phone.
I've always been different and called a crazy looker. Too crazy how people look at you thinking the drugs you took a few. I never did it though, drinking's my problem. Not thinking I'm falling down, seeking further friends, call the now. Ain't trying to pick up though, I'm trying to get some dough. Hit the liquor store, drinks galore, pick up more. Yo, it's never enough, my cup can't fill up quicker. Who cares? I'm getting sicker for years. My friends are licking my peers and choose to pick up when I was doing the calling. Wake up in the morning, coughing, spewing the vodka from the night before. More and more at night I snore. Almost stopping breathing, choking and wheezing like I'm gone for sure. Sleepwalking, talking to myself, it's wild, right? I never have a mild night. Fuck it though, it's my life. You can tell with everything I said, I got no issue. Just know I miss you. Crack another brew. It's hard to sleep without consuming you before arrest. You're in my poison flesh, best friend, more or less. I go on trying to chase the buzz you give me all the time. You're always on my mind, at work I sometimes fall behind. Without you in my life I'd always be miserable. Feeling low, seeing sports in my visual, they tend to clear and glow. That's normal, everything's fine, I'm doing just dandy. It's weird they're making me choose between you and my family. It's not fear, another sip will help, I know it. Nevertheless, I'm starting to back on more, think there's time to notice. Maybe I should ease up, slow up, show up to my job on time. No more throw up on my time, live a normal life. One that doesn't consist of me chasing the buzz. Friends hating my guts, wet brain, wake up facing the mud. You can tell with everything I said, I got no issues. Just know I miss you.
Go ahead, real quick. I know since, like I said, you haven't been able to tour. You've been with your daughter. What new hobby or craft have you picked up and that you're kind of good at for real?
You already know. You already know.
Yeah, I know, but let the people know.
Yo, listen. I the first week of lockdown, I hit up my homie DJ Mechanic. He's in Germany. He's in Cologne. And before I left, he was the last person I was with in Europe. I was staying at his crib before I left. Because before I went to Estonia, the show was canceled. I went to his crib and he's a producer. And I was like, yo, send me Fruity Loops. I want to mess around with this. And I've been producing. It's been the silver lining of my life. I never produced before. And now I'm producing like, man, I got a record deal with a Germany label who was going to put out a whole vinyl for me that I produced, Buka. I didn't even tell you about this. Like, producers work their whole life for that. So I'm going to put on an instrumental album. I'm producing an album for Rev. I'm producing an EP for Benefit. I'm producing. I'm an MC for 20 years. So this is a trip for me. You know?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm obsessed with it. It's like, I'm like, why haven't I done this before? You know, like, it's like finding gold. It literally, there's no boundaries. None. No boundaries. I can do anything with the beat. And I can be like, that's the way I want to freak it. I can change the snare. I can change the drum. I can pitch a sample. With rap, there's a certain box that you come at a certain point. There is where I can only rap this fast or I can only rap this slow. With reducing, I can do anything. You know?
So what's that feeling when you hear your music being played on TV shows and movies? Like,
yeah, it's only happened a couple times, but it's
still big though.
$1 million. Even though I'm not paid $1 million, if it's 10 seconds, I'm still tripping. Yeah. It's TV and movies, man. Like, it's like, you know. But yes, I'm always like, there's more to do because you know there's not enough people who know me, and we have murals in Europe. I've seen people with tattoos next to Jedi Mind Tricks and my name. But I tell everybody this, but when I come home, my mother's like, nobody cares, you know, in a good way. She says that, you know, like that's not paying all your bills, you know. So like, you know, it's motivation, work harder, and I think of Nipsey Hussle all the time. It's a marathon. Keep going, keep going. Be the most consistent. Keep going. All it is outlasting everybody. That's it. You know, and striving to get better every day.
What can we expect of your new future album that will be dropping?
All right, so listen, we put out Ego and the Enemy, which had like, you know, Method Man and Crisis. B. LaRue was on it, you know, Buck Wild, you know what I mean? Buck Wild, DITC, High Tech, Molly Mal, the list goes on, man. And it's like 7L from Zaface. The new album that I've been working on for too long. I haven't told this to many places. I definitely haven't tweeted it. It has Eric Sermon. It has Pete Rock. It has Black Milk. Black Milk, one of my favorite producers. It has M Phases, who produced so many big records. He produced on Monster Mathers 2, or he produced a ton of big records. It has Illmind. It has Apollo Brown. It has Willie the Kid. It has Method Man's Back. Like, I'm so proud of this record, man. It has 88 Keys. The new album is what I'm so excited about. I need to put that out, and I need to put out an EP like Buka said. But I'm producing Rev's album, Benefits EP. I got an instrumental album that I'm going to put out with a vinyl company in Europe. And then I got that, you know, that solo album. I got the EMS album. A lot of stuff.
So when can we expect the new music?
So I'm going to talk to that label. Hopefully I'm going to submit the music within the next like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then it takes 3 months for vinyl. So, and what's going to be nice is hopefully COVID is slowed down where maybe I don't know if I can tour off it, but at the very least, maybe I'll feel better about putting out a project. I didn't feel like, but it was so much, like, you know what I mean? Like, I got back from Europe, and you know what I mean? Like, there was there was a couple horrible, you got like horrible like murders with the cops, and like I didn't feel comfortable putting out music and making it about me. You know what I mean? Like, and like it was just a bad time with COVID, and I felt wrong. Like, I felt like if anything, I needed to be like trying to help anybody and friends and whoever as much as I could, and I didn't feel comfortable making it about myself, you know?
Okay. But
I'm gonna be putting out music in hopefully the next 3 months, like a project, you know what I mean? We just released this song with this dude Paya from Poland. He's a legend in Poland, and you know that's gonna be a huge thing. We have a video for it Sunday. We're shooting a video for it Sunday, and he's like 10 times platinum, so it's gonna help me even more with my Europe audience, you know?
Okay.
But my goal is to put out the album, talk to the label, get a set date, and start releasing singles, you know?
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
I got a couple quick questions. I call it my 3 for 3. Hard to earn or moment of truth?
Moment of truth all day, you know, for me.
Okay.
Because it's my time, you know?
Rex or terminology?
Oh, well, shout outs to both of them, man. You know, I've got records with both of them. I like
Boston MCs.
I like both of them. I go Jason. You know Jason from Special Teams? I love Jason.
Yeah.
But I would go Rex. I like Rex. I like Term too. But I like Rex's content a lot too, you know?
Okay. Fish scale or Supreme Clientele?
Woo. I go Iron Man. Iron Man for me. Is that allowed?
Okay. That's allowed. Dope. And then I know they got a couple more questions, but before you leave, let them get a taste of what you can do, man. That multi-syllabus. How do you say it? Multi-syllabalistic flow. One time.
Syllabatic. Oh, you want me to flow on here? It might be choppy, but
just let them get a taste of how fast you can go and what you.
Oh, I don't know.
Give us something.
So didn't just go focus on me. So soon as I heard the record sample back when I met Domingo, it took a single second to write my second single. Black or gringo, respect my lingo, macking nymphos, backs with dimples, act on nipples, grab your grill and smack your temple. Veteran dude, I'm better than you. Ready to prove I get your chicks wetter than you. Cock sucking poses, talk like your soldiers. My mic's my staff, I walk like I'm Moses. Dudes talk about the gats and guns, holding on to master funds, lying when they flap the gums, crying when the pastor comes. Mom left with bastard sons, burning hell, past the rum, cursing hell, gasping lungs, first to yell, last to run. They fake and they pose while baking the mows. I'm making a statement, those hating them up, late and waiting, breaking their nose. Listen, dog, I tour for a living. Don't need the tough talk, thank Lord what I'm giving. No gimmick to fake, no image to make, no timid mimic, gimmick image just to bring in the cake. With every verse, my words are heard. Records plain mine. With every verse, you're worse than first and second grade rhymes. Spirit of a demon, lyrics of meaning. I fear that I've even deceived them, believing they're scared to be breathing. Enter the room, the temperature change. Mdot, DJ Buka, remember the name.
All right. Okay.
Yo, I haven't performed in forever. I was nervous as hell, you know. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna forget some stuff here. You know?
Right. That's all right.
That's the slow flow. That's the slow flow.
Yep.
Oh, I can do the speed up, you know. Yeah. So yeah, I can't even believe like that was the first time I've been put on the spot in a while. That was nice. For real.
You gotta stay ready.
You got me, man. You gotta sharpen that sword, but still sharpen steel, right? You know.
Right.
So I appreciate you pushing me, man.
I'm just saying, man. I enjoyed your music, man. I can't wait to hear more, man. Just based on what I've heard, and I'm becoming a fan even more, man. Just for that freestyle right there.
I appreciate y'all, and y'all. I appreciate y'all taking the time, waiting for me to get my thing set up, and you know, thank you for having me, and thank you for messing with me. Just know that I'm gonna keep working, and you'll hear about me from other people. That's my goal. Be like, oh, you check this dude out. That would mean the world to me. That means that I'm on the right path. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all. I mean that, like, just even taking the time to, you know, talk to me and let me put my music out there. So
Yeah. I mean, you have a very, very impressive resume. So it can only get better. Like,
and wait till we have what's, like I said, we have like, everyone's like, yo, we got this coming. I sat on these records for a long time for this moment. You know what I mean? I wanted to have more ears or more eyes on me and more ears listening, so that when I put it out, it was properly heard. You know what I mean? I took time with that last album, Ego and the Enemy, and it was extremely successful. As far as it was the #1 seller at UGHH in the whole underground, Fat Beats, everything. #1 seller for vinyl, underground, CDs at UGHH, Fat Beats, all that. And it beat Conway, it beat Westside Gun, it beat Apathy, it beat Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? So, and the respect to all those dudes, that's a big deal for us. You know?
oh, yeah.
I got a question.
All right.
I got a question real quick. Being that you're a lyricist, I could definitely say that. What is your writing process like? Or do you just freestyle, or do you write, or you like a Jay-Z or the
I write for sure. I'd never come off the head for just a song. With me, I'm like meticulous with wanting every syllable and every detail. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I study this, man. Like, where like I'm like, yo, this could be better. This could be tighter. This could be, and I'll rework things. But the writing, I will say this. I've got like over 500 songs, whether they're heard or not heard, maybe more. You know what I mean? And it's like all like the writing process is work. It becomes work because it's like I don't want to sit down and force myself. You know what I'm saying? But when I have like a deadline, when I have like pressure on me, if I'm in the studio in Europe on tour and they're paying me to be there, you know, I need that pressure. So because when I'm home with the kids, I'm not like, yo, I'm gonna go write a song. The producing is so much easier and laid back. You know, the creating process of the producing, like I said, is so natural because it's just like play a beat, play a sample, mess around, have fun. The writing is like, this has to be better than my last record. You get what I mean? Like, so it's like, it's easy, but I don't sit down and always do it. It's like I need to be forced to like, or like, you know, I need like structure for me to write, to sit down and like write a record. But I can write a record in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, it's done, and it's quality, but I don't go off the top of the head. No. You know?
All right.
That's real.
Okay, well, we appreciate you.
Sure.
I appreciate you too. Thank you.
Thank you,
And stay
brother.
tuned.
Salute, Mdot.
Stay tuned. And yo, follow me on Instagram. I'll follow y'all back. Follow me, tonight. Or if you don't follow me, and I'll check out. I'll definitely follow y'all back.
All right, get busy.
And
Tell
I'm
them where they
Buka.
can get at you, Mdot.
Yeah, at Mdot Boston. Just MDOT Boston. That's it. Everywhere. All social platforms. And you know what I'm saying? Like, stay in touch with me. You know what I mean? I got Buka's email. Definitely, if I have y'all email, I'll send y'all records too. You know what I mean? So I have three ways for y'all to spin the music. You know?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Y'all be easy.
Bye bye.
All right.
All right, one love, brother. Peace.
Peace. Thank you, man.